to a few pieces of a few MP4s. I requested access. Okay, let me get full screen here. And also just to note, this is still water cooler, so I believe, I'm not sure if Titan is going to be here today, but I know there were some discussion points in governance that folks want to chat about today.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if Titan is going to be joining in this first hour, but might be joining in the second hour when the regular water cooler chat kicks off.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, maybe that conversation will be pinned for the next hour. If you're here for that, just some quick background. The Treasury Talk is now sharing time with the first water cooler chat of every month. So thanks to Titan and others for sharing time with us. We're just going to be using this first hour to recap all things SVE, governance, Treasury updates, give you some reminders, and really it's more like a showcase type of event with opportunity to ask further questions. I need to figure out how to mute my notifications. I'm really sorry if you can hear them in the background.
You have to go under settings, Noma. If you go under like user settings, and then it is, I think, notifications. You can
figure that out. Yeah, so it's not interrupting this whole time.
And welcome in, everyone. Nice to see y'all today.
Okay, I think I disabled all the sounds, so should be much better from now.
That's like a Discord necessity when you're speaking on stage. If you have the notifications on, it's just like grating.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I think some folks are having a hard time hearing us. If you just joined, just exit the call and re-enter, and that should resolve your audio issues. But without further ado, we have quite a few presentations lined up. If you missed my little spiel at the beginning, we are now sharing time with the water cooler chat on the first Monday of every month. So welcome to April. This first hour will just host all things Treasury, SP's governance, and yeah, let's jump right into it. And yeah, I see we're also testing Streamplace live stream, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, the agenda for today is pretty packed. We have some presentations from upcoming SPEs. They'll be sharing their ideas. We're going to be hearing some updates from ongoing SPEs that have been approved by the community. And then we also have a pretty interesting demo from the Karma team showing us the the way GAP works, which is their grantee accessibility protocol. And the GovWorks governance reminders will be taken by Jose, and then we'll have some wrap up and next steps. Next slide, please. Yeah, just quickly, the purpose of this Treasury Talk is to present SP proposals so they can get some feedback and some level of idea validation. Also for sharing updates from existing SPEs. So we'll be hearing what deliverables have been shipped, and that I think also opens up ideas for like further collaboration, helps us determine whether further funding is required to maintain an SPE and so on. Also going to be discussing some governance activity from the previous month and highlighting opportunities in the ecosystem that are evolving as we go. And then we'll be aligning on objectives for the network and generating new ideas for Livepeer's growth. Next slide, please. Yeah, so really quickly, March governance activity, really amazing to see all SP activity. We had 5 SP proposals pass. So now we have the GovWorks SPE, we have I think the Frameworks SP passed really recently, but we have the Harmonic, we have Event Marketing Fund, we have quite a few that recently passed. So thank you to orchestrators for voting on those, and for the community for all the lively discussion on the forum prior to that. We also have SPEs that have now posted accountability reports in the governance forum. This is something that we are trying to, kind of focus more on, is making sure that there are clear reporting standards across SPEs and that we have full transparency into all the work that's being done with allocated funding. And also on the forum, we have 5 new SP pre-proposals ready for submission to Explorer. So really cool ideas around the security SPE, DevRel SPE, some folks with really interesting marketing ideas, and so on. And also really recently, N kicked off the GovWorks office hours, where we will be providing ongoing support from all things governance and SPEs to the more philosophical aspects of, the Livepeer network, and really just having that as open discussion. I know this Treasury talk is more like presentation style, and that is meant to be more, engaging and interactive. Another thing to look at is the GovWorks Community Digest. That was posted in the forum, where we recapped all governance activity from February to March. We also posted some ideas for optimizations based on discussions that we've had in previous Treasury talks, in the forum, in the Very Active Governance channel, and so on. I think some folks still can see. If you can't see me here, then maybe you can see me on the Streamplay stream. So click that link in chat and see. And then finally, we have a new LIP draft from Doug to address LPT inflation. And yeah, one interesting thing to me that stood out from there is kind of this drive for more demand generation on the network. So driving more network fees, driving more AI or transcoding demand so that there's less reliance on inflationary rewards. So we'll be talking more about that much later on in the presentation. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into what SPEs are currently doing and talking about. So we have a couple presentations from some new SPEs. And the first on the list is going to be from Stream. I think we already have Stream on stage here with us. So yeah, please share with us what you have.
Hey guys, do you hear me?
Yes.
Nice. So I'm Leon from Stream. Let me share screen. It seems like I can't. Okay. Let's just start with the patient. Pardon.
Oh,
okay. So
do you need to share your screen, or is it fine if I run through your slides for you?
Great. So you can just run the slide and I'll talk. Is it okay?
Oh, sorry, you broke up a little bit. Yeah, I can run through your slides for you.
Yes, thank you, Anne. So let me just start. So first slide. The abstract idea. This SPE proposal seeks to build and scale the Livestream agent landscape, platform native system on Stream M that lets users create, deploy, and monetize AI-powered Livestream agents as co-hosts using the full infrastructure of Livepeer AI. These agents will engage in real time with the streamers and audiences via voice, chat, and visual processing. the Launchpad will offer the ability to create personal agents that are portable across all streaming platforms using OBS, but deeply integrated within the Stream ecosystem to deliver the best on-chain native experience. StreamM has already built Rita, kind of the first Web3 live stream AI co-host, using the ELIZA framework and the virtuals, giving us direct experience in building production-grade agents with Livepeer support. We aim to take this to make this the first real platform for user-owned, monetizable, portable live stream agents. Let me share a video of myself playing Command and Conquer while having Rita on the stream, and also clear out the thing that those agents will not be a solo live streamers. They will be kind of a co-host that anyone can just add to their streams, because I believe that like the content is much more interesting when there is a human counterpart to this whole thing. And we can already see it in Twitch, where like the biggest streamer in terms of female streamer in terms of hours is the new Osama, which is an AI co-host. So next slide, please, Dan. The mission. The Livestream Agent Launchpad will allow any user, technical or not, to spin up their own AI co-host capable of real-time interaction via text, TTS, and video input. These agents will interact with chat and the streamer in real time. We already got to around 3-4 seconds latency using ELIZA. So you speak, it takes around 3-4 seconds, and the agent respond to you, and it will also be able to kind of read the visual video and like see what is going on, and also have the context of that. So speak using TTS and respond visually using LLM and vision models, everything on the Livepeer rails. Be monetized by users via usage fees. That means that everyone can like just pay in order to create his own co-host, and if you want to add it to his stream, you will have to pay in advance for the processing time, either for the TTS or the more demanding visual processing of the video. And other users will be able to use agents that are already created by paying for the creator and the platform. And this is how we create pay for the Livepeer infra. The live streams will be portable across Twitch, Kick, YouTube using an OBS plugin, and be fully embedded and native on StreamM, with advanced tools and incentives for keeping agents within the ecosystem. That means that like people will be able to buy and sell and like run all the economy on stream, and add the co-host very easily to their stream if they're using Stream. They wouldn't need an OBS or any like download or anything. If you will go to StreamM right now, you will actually see our one of our AI developers, Anya, already integrated Rita to the stream without the need of OBS. Though we currently only allow OBS, but this will come inshallah next week. All interface, voice, and visual computation will be handled on Livepeer AI rails, either the agent SPE or the AI SPE, and everything starting from the TTS to the visual processing we run on Livepeer, generating fees. And driving usage and fees back to the network. The key contributors is myself, Liron Achdut. I'm one of the co-founders of Stream. I'm doing Web3 stuff since 2021. Chaim Azor, my co-founder, he is also here for over a year, helping me to create this Stream thing. Herman Kumon Tsev, sorry for mispronouncing your name, who is a very bright AI engineer and artist from Prague, who is also one of the co-founders of Stream, and Roberto Verdes, our CTO that helps with architecture and integrations. Next slide, please. Is exploding with over 2.5 billion in creator revenue annually across Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. It's even higher because like those numbers are 2022. AI agents are going mainstreams. VTubers like New Osama and AI NPCs and Luna from Virtuals and autonomous agents have millions of views and growing adoption. Yet no platform combines real-time live stream interactivity, AI agents, and on-chain monetization, where StreamM can be the first. The timing aligns perfectly with Livepeer AI emergence as the decentralized backend for compute heavy workloads. And by the way, just in general about StreamM, we are in the middle of a rebrand, and like the name is going to be retake.tv. We actually just finalized our logo. So this whole thing will be like easier to, the meme will be easier to distribute because StreamM was supposed to be like meaning stream plus AMM, but people don't get it. So retake.tv is going to be our new name, and we are going to focus kind of solely on live streams, where now you can also like browse videos and VODs, but we do want to focus on one thing, which is live stream. And the whole new activations and unlocks that DeFi and AI can add to it. For now, people can tip with crypto on StreamM. They can launch meme tokens for free for their live streams. And soon, this is like a future thing, but there will also be prediction bets for the live streams where people will be able to bet on certain things that will happen or not during the live stream. Next page, please. StreamM, again, going to be retake.tv. So StreamM is the Web3 native live streaming platform with over 2,000 users. And like, I really want to like also use this like time to thank Anne and the whole like Livepeer community, Doug, everyone that was very helpful and supportive of us since day one. We currently have 7+ daily live streams, and we are integrated with Base and Farcaster. We are actually the only live streaming platform on Base and Farcaster, and soon Base is going to allow mini apps, Farcaster mini apps, to run on the Base wallet. So we expect more users, and there is already built-in monetization. As I said, tips, token-gated content. You can like token-gate your content for people that holds your hypersub NFTs or Moxie. and you can already deploy tokens for the live streams and earn from transaction tax. Anyone that like buy or sell your token, you get a fee. We built the first Web3 live stream AI co-host using Eliza and Virtuals. You can already like go to Streamam and using OBS add Rita to your stream. We do work on like seamless integration, or people won't need the OBS in order to start it, and it will hopefully be shipped next week. We are already aligned with Livepeer infrastructure. We are running on the Livepeer API currently, but we're like really be happy to run our own node in the future. We offer native support for agent monetization and distribution using Web3. Again, there will be a whole community. People will like create their agents. We haven't decided if it will be an NFT or an ERC20 that like we just built up, but we are going for an ownership of the agents that will be decentralized and like shown on the EVM ledger. We will allow embedding the agents directly into the live streams with activations based on chats and tips. And inshallah, server as a gateway to bring Web2 creators into Web3, making agents their own ramp. Next slide, please. Opportunity, I was try to faster things up. Live streaming market is already a 250 billion plus more global media market. Twitch alone paid over 1 billion to creators in 2022. By the way, most of the live streaming apps are not profitable due to the high cost of the infrastructure, except YouTube and some very specific and niche live streaming apps. We do try to change it by doing this whole thing on the Livepeer rails, and if this thing will succeed, maybe other Web2 platforms that are not necessarily into crypto will see the upside of using Livepeer. AI co-host and agent economy estimated to reach over $20 billion in market by 2030, especially in gaming and entertainment. VTubers and AI personalities generate millions in revenue already today, proving demand for virtual agents. We aim to dominate this niche of interactive live streaming agents, a white space, blue ocean, but not yet claimed. So, like, think of just a Web2 regular user could come to stream, pick his own agent, co-host, using the agent SPE, avatar creator, choosing the persona, and just deploy it and then take it with him everywhere, and those agents will be running in real time, will have understanding of the visual aspect of the video, will be able to communicate with the chat, all the streamer using chat, using text to speech, and overall, like, I myself tried this whole thing with Rita, and I do think that there is a big unlock here. Kind of, I don't know, it felt to me like Pokemon or some kind of a companion that you can take with you. And because like on the day that we started Rita, I was actually very like excited to go live every other day just to test it out because it felt new. Next page, please. And timelines. Phase one, which is the first 2 months, build core agent infrastructure, create and manage personal AI agents, voice, TTS, and chat integration via Livepeer AI, vision input for screen chat analysis, again, using Livepeer, and basic monetization, per minute usage cost at first. And then phase two, scaling this whole thing, we will allow embedding those agents directly in stream. This whole thing might happen earlier, but we have embedding and distribution of the agents. So one-click embed into stream live streams, cross-platform export tools for Twitch, YouTube using the OBS plugin, custom agent marketplace, and creator discovery and search for AI co-host live on stream. Budget-wise, we are looking for 10,000 LPT, 60% grosso modo will go for the agent infrastructure and AI integration. 20% will go to creator outreach and education. We already have over 800 Web3 streamers contacts, marketing pipeline, so we can just fill them with this opportunity. And another 10% for marketing and growth, and 10% for operations and maintenance. Deliverables is Livestream Agent Launchpad, fully live on Streamer, embedded agents in 50 plus live streams, 100 plus agents created with usage metrics and monetization stats, open dashboards for agent usage, creator revenue and growth, multi-sig wallet for fund usage, and quarterly reporting. Last page, please.
Sorry to cut you off, but just wanted to keep in mind that we are almost at the 30-minute mark and we have quite a few other proposals to be presented.
I got to make the last conclusion. Streamem has already proven itself as the home for on-chain native live streaming. Now we want to make it the home for AI-powered agents, interactive, monetized, and decentralized. This helps SPE will help launch the first scalable live stream agent launchpad powered entirely by Livepeer AI, driving usage, value, and visibility across both ecosystems. With your support, we'll onboard the next wave of creators, not just streamers, but streamer agents. Hold on. We're done.
Thank you. And yeah, I think there's some questions in chat, but you could probably take them async in chat as well. And yeah, really quickly, just want to invite up the Gateway Wizard team to run us through their proposal. Just keep in mind, let's keep it to a 5-minute max so we can get everyone in. Aniche, are you ready to present?
Yes, yeah, I'm here. So, good day, everyone. Aniche from GUID. So, this is just a update of what we are building. So, GUID is a fully managed DevOps platform for Gateway. And what we are about is building a platform where anyone can easily run and manage and also monetize their gateway. So it's we reduce entry for anyone looking to run their own gateway without the headache of managing the infrastructure and all the other components and tooling to make it run smoothly. We manage everything for you and automate everything. So current updates are, a slide please. We extended our team currently with one additional contributor. He's a full stack engineer, and he has been working hard to help us clean up the UI, debug the platform, prepare the cloud community testing and usage. Also, we are currently working on integrating side loadable add-ons. So these are other toolings and extension you can use with your gateway when deployed on Grid. So currently we worked on Oncast side loading. So you could come on Grid, deploy a gateway, side load it to work with Oncast. We went with this first because it's a low hanging fruit due to previous work done by the Cloud SPE team. Also, we are working on the load balancer to smoothly with your gateway to handle traffic. All this integration are side loadable. So the idea is for any project to start simple by having a gateway on, then add other tooling and integration, side load them, other server work with their gateway towards rendering a service that is suited for them. We are also drafting out a proposal for GWIS, trying to highlight the vision for this decentralized gateway marketplace. The team is building. Next slide. So our goals include making Livepeer more gateway agnostic. We have that of taking Livepeer to a point where all projects will definitely run and use their own gateway instead of relying on few gateway. We also want to empower anyone who is capable of actually generating demand to actually do it. We believe there are some stakeholders that can actually source demands for themselves. They just need a tool and infrastructure to be able to do this. And this is what Grid would provide. And also, like I said before, we are a fully managed DevOps tooling for Gateway. And we are going to roll out a free credit system to support early builders and experimentation. So projects that onboard on Gateway would have a credit that tops up the deposit balance of their Gateway, so they could, start early, while they work on getting product market fit or trying to grow their usage um, user base and all. So provide this free credit for them. Also, we'll be building a referral engine. This is actually meant to serve as a viral growth loop where we reward bringing projects into the platform. And these deals will also be listed on other platforms that support Amazon all, right? Future milestones would include making the gateway service more discoverable, and we see this as listing out the APIs for AIs on, AI on API marketplaces, something like Rapid AI or API layout marketplace. This would make, this service is more discoverable by other developers looking to leverage, free credit influence for their projects. Also, we'll be building a dashboard, and this dashboard mainly is to compare prices across gateways running on Grid. So it will be it will reduce the guesswork on, getting prices to run for which model, because you'll see what every project on Grid are running, what prices they are running for, for this particular job and all that. And we'll be looking at how to monetize the gateway services, and this will help, properly measure the real value of, of these jobs being done and all that. So the gateway proposal is just, introducing a self-service gateway marketplace where you could run, manage, and monetize your gateways within the Livepeer ecosystem. I will take any question if any need.
Thank you. Yes, and feel free to take questions in chat. Now we have a couple updates from ongoing SPEs that have already passed. Some reports have already been posted in Forum. And first we have Phoenix from the Agent SPE giving an overview of the report that was just posted.
Hi there, Noma. Thank you very much for the opportunity. You can hear me all right?
Hear you well. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. So first of all, I'm bringing the Livepeer Agent SPE update to you all today. And just to start off with by saying thanks a lot for your support going forward and so far with us. So today we'll just discuss an overview of the monthly report, what we've been doing and what we're planning to do. So far, the Agent SPE has delivered on all of our promises, including technical implementations, tutorial with rewards, presentations, and developer relations. Now, our roadmap milestones, as you can see on the screen here, we've achieved the proof of concept in Go.Game engine. We've created the VTuber.fun website, including a live extension on Chrome. We've been testing the gateway stability because, of course, it's absolutely vital that we have a robust product. And Titan presented at ETH Denver, which was very well received. Now, Define has done a huge amount of work on researching and implementing metahumans and building a solid use case. We have been focused on the quality of the VTuber, so the animation moves correctly as it speaks. We've also created the VTuber alpha build, which is a GitHub repo where anyone can test it out using the neural sync with Unreal Engine. And that's an overview of the report there. Next slide, please. Now, we believe we're at the leading edge of the autonomous agent revolution. We have a huge market opportunity as reflected here. Now, the global streaming market is set to triple in size in the next 5 years. So I feel we're exceptionally well positioned for this. The Agent SPE has been working directly with Eliza OS, and we're looking to build a stronger bond in working together in the future. We're also talking with other large customers, and as you just heard from Stream M, we're going to work closely with them as well. Now, the potential of VTubers and agents is widespread, we think, through pretty much every industry. So right now, we, as an industry, we're at the crux of the 4-year crypto cycle, where every cycle a new and an emerging technology breaks through. We believe this cycle is AI, agents, and AI-driven commerce. That is why the Agent SPE is focused so heavily on creating a fantastic product to be at the front running for this. So going forward, we're excited to move ahead and continue building with our current proposal. Please check out our phase 2 proposal of the Agent SPE. This is over a 6-month period and it is in the voting stages. So it's open now on the Livepeer website. So I would like to now open it up for any questions or comments about our new proposal as it's the most relevant thing. So does anyone have any questions for us on what we've been doing and where we're going? Thank you as well for the opportunity to speak. Does anyone have any questions?
I was just giving a moment there for questions. If anyone has questions, please feel free to drop in chat. I'm also going to, if Jose could drop a link to the Explorer proposal, it was good to see that on Explorer. And yeah, without further ado, we have Eli from Streamplays giving some updates on what they've been up to. Thank you, Phoenix.
Awesome. Can everybody hear me okay? Cool.
Hear you all.
Looks all right here. Sweet. Yes, it's been a very eventful few weeks in particular for Streamplays. So I wanted to give just a brief overview of the last few features we have shipped and some of the events we've been doing, and then talk about one upcoming opportunity in particular that will, I think, could be a huge something that would be really big for the ecosystem. Yeah, let's get into it. Next slide, please. So this is the big one for this community, of course. Livepeer transcoding has landed within Streamplays. A few details about this. Streamplay streams are automatically So when you stream in to stream.place or any other independent streamplace node that has a Livepeer gateway configured, it will parse your incoming stream, take a look at your resolution and bitrate, and then select a transcoding ladder based on that. So in this particular example, I was streaming in a sample stream at 1080p, and it automatically detected that I should get 720p, 360p, 240p, and 160p. So pretty happy with that. This is, I think now, one of the easiest ways to get started with with transcoding on the Livepeer network. It's a single node binary you can download from stream.place/download and configure with a Livepeer gateway and get everything in there. One of the things we promised and still intend to deliver on is turning the Livepeer gateway into a library, so we can embed it within Streamplace and you don't have to have a separate process at all. Still our intention. There's work that's been done toward that end, but we wanted to get this out without having to do that first. Next slide, please. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. We have gone through a couple iterations of chat already. You can see it right now if you go to the stream.place link that we are hosted on. We allowed custom name colors and we moved to a Streamplace lexicon. So previously Streamplace chats led to blue sky replies, which led to a lot of confusion for people there. So we are now using our own lexicon, but still hosting chat on the user's PDS. So we've got, decentralized live streaming, decentralized chat happening on the protocol. You heard, Doug, that we promised that is happening, and work has gone toward that, but we wanted to ship it with the external gateway still. We also have custom feeds and link cards, so if you sign up for the Streamplace custom feeds on the Blue Sky app, you can get a note whenever anybody goes live. Let's go to the next one though, because a few huge events that have happened for us in the recent memory here. So Streamplace sponsored the first Atmosphere Conf. The first Protocol conference was held in Seattle. Streamplace sponsored the live streaming and produced it, and it went really, really, really well. Could have gone a lot of different ways, but the live streaming went great. The production at the venue went great. I've embedded a YouTube link you can look at the everything that we shipped there. So it was a ton of eyeballs on the project. Got a ton of attention for it, that sort of thing. You can see Jay Graber, the CEO of Blue Sky, posting out a Streamplace link. So that was very, very exciting for us. Next slide, please. As a direct consequence of this, we got written up in TechCrunch. So the first article is there on the left, which is just talking about the conference, and I was like, oh, Streamplace didn't get mentioned, but that's okay. At least our logo got up there on the banner. And then another article came out that was a roundup of all of the different apps that we're building on top of the app protocol outside of Blue Sky. And so we are in that article. We got a nice little roundup on how Streamplace works. Livepeer gets mentioned as well as having financed the project. And all by ourselves in the live streaming category there. So very, very happy with owning this particular niche. Last slide here is, so one of the other apps mentioned in that article is Skylight Social, which is a TikTok alternative built on top of the app protocol. And they are popping off lately. This is a screenshot from last Wednesday where they were number 7 in the iOS App Store overall and number 1 in the entertainment category. People moving away from TikTok, both because it might be banned in the United States and because it will be, and because, just people uncomfortable with using that product for a variety of reasons. So the team, Tori and Reed behind Skylight Social, are getting bombarded constantly with people asking, when can I go live on this? Because people want all of their TikTok features over in the Skylight Social app. So this is what we'll be doing next. There are a few technical issues and a few non-technical issues toward having to make this happen. We need to do a little bit of work to get streaming from phones working well, though we have done proof of concepts with that already. But we also, there's so Skylight operates entirely on Blue Sky videos that are uploaded through that platform and moderated through that platform. Streamplace operates separately from that. and we need to build our own trust and safety infrastructure so that you can actually have a mainstream app that everybody can download and watch live streams on without having to worry about the content or getting kicked out of app stores and that sort of thing. So we need to figure out the infrastructure to make all of that happen, and I'm going to be writing a Treasury proposal to figure out how such a thing. I think it's a huge opportunity. I think it's in front of us right now. I think we should capture it, but Streamplace doesn't have the resources to make it happen by ourselves. So we're going to be starting that discussion this week, going back to the Treasury, and figuring everything out from there. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Eli. Very cool to see everything that's been going on, and really interesting about the TikTok alternative. If anyone has any further questions for Eli, please feel free to drop it in chat, and look forward to that conversation in the forum. Now we have Rick from the AISPE giving us a bit of a progress report. Hi, Rick.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Amazing. So thank you, Eli, for sharing that. That looks very promising. Really excited about that. Great progress. So here I'm also giving a progress update on the AISPE. We have been working together with Ecosystem, later also Inc., on the AI jobs on the Livepeer network. So in my team we have John, Peter, Brad, Prakash, and Jason is also joined lately. And we work together with Inc. and mostly also with Ceiling, who is the product manager between the two teams, and we have been executing on the AI roadmap. So on this slide you see the initial roadmap that we shared when we wrote the Treasury proposal. We have been executing towards this. Some things changed, some things got a lower priority right now, but mostly the main areas were really on orchestrator operation improvements, which we improved both on the general side. I will explain a little bit later, but also on the real-time side, really we have Peter working in the infra team, working with the Livepeer Inc. team on ensuring that operations for the real-time stuff are going well. Apart from that, we also have the ConfiStream team that John is currently leading and taking it over, and we have my own team, that's the research team, that's looking into workflows. So that's what you saw in the original roadmap, so orchestrated operations, network improvements related to AI, and also development of real-time AI pipelines, and also all the documentation around it. There's also on-chain ticket distinction was there that got a little bit delayed because we added more research topics to it. So for the next slide, I can give a quick update on the progress we have currently already made. So if you click another time, there's also an arrow. It's not too important, but the main thing that we did on the general side, because we're also doing some work in mostly the general orchestrator operations, there was the proposal voting client that we added, allowing people to vote with a reason within the Livepeer client directly. We also have been working together with Jason and on a bounty program perspective on improving the Explorer. We are further looking for more bounties on the Explorer to improve it further, and also maybe even looking at an Explorer SPE to really keep that up to date and allow features to quickly make it into Explorer that are important for the real-time and also the AI and the transcoding roadmaps. Also, we have been supporting in the initial phases of the proposal the AI builder cohort that was done by the ecosystem team within Inc. So this was a really fun experience, a lot of nice learnings from this, a really quick feedback loop with workflow developers. And my team, especially John's team, has been working in close collaboration with the hackers in that. And really that led to us improving ConfiStream significantly already. So currently you can run ConfiStream, there's documentation on it. You can do real-time workflows within the ConfiStream program, which is fully open source. It's maintained currently by John's team, and you currently don't have to leave ConfiStream to do real-time. Also, the latest feature that we added there is that you can also now use it with OBS. It still has to be merged in, but locally you can start to experiment with these workflows. And then also later, most of these workflows that come from research, they will go to the Daydream example app. So on the AI stuff side, there were also changes for the selection algorithm that was done in a collaboration loop with the agent SPE, where they sent traffic to the network. They gave us information for the things that they want to solve in the selection algorithm, suspense, and other features of like orchestration selection that had to be solved in collaboration with the Ink team. Brett worked towards solving this, and currently the selection algorithm for AI is a lot more stable than it was. Further, we worked on agent SPE implementation support. As you saw, there's a thread in the Discord server currently going on where we are working on now really getting the pipelines from the agent SPE onto the Livepeer network. Brett is working directly with the agent SPE on that, and we are also still working on pipeline generalization related to this topic, so that they can run this more general custom container on the Livepeer network. Today, Rafal merged in the changes that were done by Brett on the hardware metrics, meaning that we now can see which GPUs are on the Livepeer network for the AI side. This is really a good starting point for moving further ahead, where we need maybe to select orchestrators based on a certain GPU type. And the real-time AI, which has been the main focus for the last months, we really worked on like real-time AI documentation for people to onboard in the beginning, also the Daydream app as workflow developers, but also the ConfyStream documentation, ConfyStream app. And we really worked on ConfyStream feature enhancements so that people can quickly get started with ConfyStream, create their their real-time workflows, and then essentially we already get people experimenting while some workflows are pushed to the Daydream app, but essentially that means that we have this creative experience already going on. Related to that, we released a ConfyUI stream pack. These are nodes that were created by the research team that help you create a real-time workflow. This can mean that, for example, improving the quality, so there's more consistency between the frames, so it looks more natural. We have a node for that. We have a node for decreasing the GPU power. We have a node for increasing the FPS that's currently being merged in, and really looking at articles and research on how to further improve these workflows and how people can get started. The idea behind that is that if we have a knowledge base, we have a node pack, a local tool that people start experimenting already with real-time workflows, and we become there the leading entity in this space. Further, as I explained before, we have been working in close collaboration with the Ink team on further getting the infrastructure ready for release to the public orchestrators. Next slide, please. So what's currently being in progress further? So what are the next steps? So we are going to continue with, of course, the Explorer bounties. Explore if looking at an Explorer SPE. Orchestrator features like RPC failover, we already had it implement rewards recalls. We want to get it in pipeline generalization, as I stated before, together with getting the pipelines from the agent SPE on board. And at the real-time side, it's really ConfyStream documentation, so specific local documentation. The website is already live. A real-time AI knowledge base, meaning that with the nodes that we have now, we really tell you that what foundational workflow you can use, how you can do specific things like lip sync, syncing for your workflows, or like background merging, and it will lead people to experiment with it and research to also get a feedback loop with that. Some ConfyStream feature enhancements that we're looking to is deeper integration into ConfyUI. Currently, you cannot yet attach like a webcam and an output node, but that's something that we're working on, that you really don't have to leave ConfyUI. Now there is like a pop-up in ConfyUI where you get like this UI interface, but we want to make that more smooth. Performance improvements, we have a researcher working under contract with us on really increasing the FPS. There's already a really good proof of concept where he increased the FPS twofold. And we are looking at a data channel, meaning that you can not only do this generative AI, which is nice, but also video understanding and other, so Whisper, for example, real-time transcriptions, overdubbing, and other pipelines that go beyond just this video generation. Later, we are looking at the ConfyUI stream pack. We want to look at new foundation models. Currently, we use Stable Diffusion 1.5, but we are also looking at Flux, for example, which gives a better quality or a better realistic picture in the output stream. Lastly, we keep working on infra enhancement. The two videos that you see here, that's our videos from the research team. This is not yet on the Daydream, but the improvements that you see here is above one is with the depth map more improved, so it's more stable in the background already. The other one, there are other techniques, but the depth map is not yet in there. So you see, this is already a big quality improvement related to what's currently on the Daydream app, and we're planning to ship this in the current month. So I will stop here. I hope I got under 5 minutes, because that was asked from me.
Thank you, Rick. Yeah, really exciting updates. Looking forward to see. I know that there's potentially another proposal coming from the AISP, so also looking forward to seeing that. And if anyone has questions for Rick, feel free to post in chat or in the governance channel. There's been a ton of discussion around how to optimize for better accountability for Treasury Fund recipients and bring more transparency across the board. So we have been discussing with Mahesh from Karma, who is stewarding the grantee accountability protocol gap. This is a potential solution that we could be integrating if it seems attractive to the community and if it's something that we would like to onboard. And Mahesh is here to give us a brief overview of that platform. So yeah, Mahesh, would love to hear from you.
Thanks, Neoma. Do you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Hey everyone, my name is Mahesh Murthy. I'm the founder of Karma. As Neoma said, we have a product called Grantee Accountability Protocol. I want to walk through what the problems it's trying to solve and how we approach this today and see if Livepeer community is interested in adopting it. Next slide, please. So almost everyone here is in the Web3 ecosystem. You know how funds are millions and millions of dollars is allocated to projects on an annual basis. Now, the big question is it working? So we have been we've been building Karma for 3 years. We have seen all types of grant programs, all kinds of like DAOs allocating capital. And there have been like a lot of challenges and with accountability and transparency and measuring the outcomes and impact of these capital being deployed. So that is a big problem in the ecosystem. And next slide. Another problem is from a builder point of view. I just saw there was so many amazing SPs here doing amazing work, and a lot of SPs interested in participating in these and building. Now the question becomes like, how can they show all of their work? How can they show what they have accomplished, what they plan to accomplish? There's all different types of projects with different types of metrics tracking. There's so many different ways. So how do you help them showcase all of their work so the community is up to date on what they are doing and how to support them further? So these are the two problems we want to solve, which is how the reason we built Karma Gap. And you can think of this as like a two-sided solution. So for the builders, this is a great way for them to kind of showcase all their work, post updates, and this whole product is built on chain. We have deployed it on multiple chains, all L2s, and you are essentially, as a builder, you are posting updates, sharing metrics, and we have integrations with all these different platforms to pull all your metrics, and all of this data is stored on chain. So even if Karma goes away, like you have your reputation on chain. And it's also a great way for AI agents to kind of like look at this data and make evaluations and things. We are already building in that direction. For builders, and then for community, like if you simply want to know, like, okay, in these 6 months as a community we allocated so much funds, where did it all go, which were all the SPEs, for example, like what did they accomplish, how did that move the needle for Livepeer ecosystem? So you can ask all those questions and get those answers. So that is the value prop for the community and the operators. So here is like a project profile. Like we have like a lot of bells and whistles. I don't have time. Like I can spend an hour easily going over this. Like you can endorse the projects. All of it is stored on chain. You can support the projects. You can discover projects. Next slide. So here is an example of our project. You can go to any project profile and say like, okay, what does this project do? Like, what's their mission? What's the exact problem they're trying to solve? What's their solution? Like, who are all in their team? There are different, like, you can see their roadmap. You can see the impact they have created. All of these things are like in one place. Next slide. So here's an example of a Gitcoin community page where there is like, we are tracking 329 projects in this specific thing. You can filter by different programs, different seasons. You can see every builder's milestones, their status, their completion status, everything. And you can like subscribe to these updates as soon as when they post, you get summaries of their updates. This is a great way to kind of like see what's happening in your community. And we also have integrations with all these metrics where builders will link their GitHubs. Builders will, if there's an on-chain application, they can link their contract addresses. We pull all of the data and then kind of show per project metrics and then aggregate all of those and show like per like season or per program metrics also. So you can say like, oh, we funded these many projects or SPs in the last 6 months, and what all came out of it. Like you can visualize these in metrics, and this is completely custom. I'm only showing GitHub and number of transactions in this slide, but essentially you can track anything and everything. So traction wise, we have like around, I'm showing here like 12 communities where we have like around 40 or 15 communities using it. And our protocol is deployed on Arbitrum, Optimism, Celo, like multiple L2s. And since Livepeer community is kind of close to is on the Arbitrum network, so it makes sense to just use the Arbitrum if the community likes. And then today we have around 4,000 projects being tracked across multiple communities, the 5,000 grants being tracked, and 500 progress updates being posted so far. I mean, it's probably to like 4,000 now. Like last month has been like, we have had like a record number of updates being posted. So that's from the traction. And we also did a mock-up of how all of these information can actually be displayed in the Livepeer Explorer. So you could either use Gap website, or using our APIs, we could integrate into the Livepeer website itself, and then you can like, this is just a mock-up of how it looks on Livepeer's Explorer website. I have a link to the Figma I can post if anyone wants to like click around and check this out. So yeah, that's my contact, and I'll be, I know I see a few questions in the Discord, I'll answer, but if anyone wants to message me directly or talk to me, I'm happy to engage.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. Really interesting. We've been talking quite a bit about the use of Karma in the community, and also just keeping in mind how many platforms we constantly have to switch through on a daily basis, thinking about how to integrate that tool more deeply into what is already familiar to us. So Discord, Explorer, and so on. GovWorks is engaging Karma to figure out the best path forward with this tool, and the best pricing and so on. So there will be a more detailed forum post coming up, and like see whether we bake this into something of like a tooling proposal, and whether we could get some more like input from community members on what the right metrics would be to really measure impact accurately. Aware that we are now 2 minutes over into the regular water cooler chat, so just going to ride really quickly through our wrap up and expectations. We saw quite a few SPs approved, 8 SPs approved in Q1. So currently there are 14 active SPs in the Livepeer ecosystem, which is incredible. Just over 100 KLPT was allocated from the Treasury, which is in comparison to about 250K accumulated from inflation. And the 750K Treasury cap is drawing near, and that LPT will stop accruing only if that LIP is passed. So there are quite a few discussions going on around what would be the optimal parameter change in that regard. And yeah, as highlighted by many folks in chat, and as we can see, the trend shaping up, the focus for GovWorks in Q2 will be better milestones verification for SPEs and optimizing our capital allocation strategies to make sure that we are sending funds to SPs that are driving real demand on the network. Next slide, please. Couple reminders for SPEs. Please remember to post your progress reports on the forum. If you haven't really posted in a while, feel free to wrap that up into a Q1 report. We will be kicking off another round of office hours on Wednesday. And yeah, there is a Q1 survey that is linked in the next slide. The next slide. You can just scan this and chime in on what you think we should be focusing on, and all those inputs are taken into account to shape our Q2 roadmap. So you can already see a quick overview of some responses of where folks think we should be driving, efforts in governance. I also linked the presentation in chat if you want to take some more time to just walk through the presentations at your own pace and scan the QRs and so on. Next slide, please. And yeah, finally, please check out the Governance Hub. It is the living, breathing resource for GovWorks where you can see the progression of SPEs. You can keep up with milestones. This is sort of our interim system until we get more streamlined, onboarded, like Karma and whatever other tools that we will use in the future. But here you can see ongoing work streams, you can see an events calendar, the SP dashboard, and much more. And yeah, that wraps us up for today. Sorry, we are 5 minutes over. Thank you, Titan, again, for sharing this time with us. And yeah, really exciting to see all the activity. And we will see you in the May Treasury Talk. Feel free to stick around if you would like to participate in water cooler.
Note from me before we wrap. I know there's been a lot of conversation in the community about milestones, about visibility for SPs, and I just want to say I think this is a really healthy place for us to currently be, right? We had a huge influx of SPEs. We're starting to use that system, and I think as we learn together, we're going to learn, what do orchestrators and the voting body want at Livepeer, and what do we want to see from people, and I think these are all good learning moments. So thanks everyone for sticking with us, and GovWorks is going to continue to deliver on that transparency. So yeah, over to you, Titan.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, and great job, Noma, and